Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 37. All right, today we're going to go over the difference between collapse versus tumble versus fall over versus topple. Yeah, they all mean fall down. So a lot of times students will ask, well, what's the difference? Or when should I use this one? When should I use that one? We're going to look closer at that. A lot has to do with the way that it falls, if you're more likely to use one of these than the other. So let's look first at collapse. If a building or other structure or even a person structure, it suddenly falls downward and inward. So if a building or other structure falls, they suddenly fall downward or they fall inward. So let me give you the first example. That building collapsed by controlled demolition. Yeah, you've probably seen this before when they're trying, like a construction company, they're trying to knock down a building. They put a lot of explosives in it, and it doesn't fall like over this way, or it doesn't shake or anything else. When they set off the explosion, it goes straight down. So we're a little more likely to use collapse in that sort of situation. Or if some structure was weak and the foundation is finally giving way and it just goes straight down, we usually use the term collapse. So collapse would be more common in that way. Yeah, so we could look at it with a person. Jerry's knees gave way and he collapsed from weakness due to his illness. Yeah, so if you say his knees gave way, again, he fell kind of like, straight down. Um, like later on, we'll get to fall over. If he fell forward, then we might say fall over. But if he just kind of goes whoop, right down, his knees got weak and he went straight down, we would probably say Jerry's knees gave way and he collapsed. So if he falls straight down, you're probably more likely to use collapse in this situation. Okay, let's take a look at tumble. If a building or other structure tumbles, or again, even a person or some other thing, they fall to the ground, and it's often caused by being hit or pushed with force. And because of that, we even have a second kind of meaning to tumble. To fall with a rolling or bouncing movement. Because if it's hit with force, once it's going to boom, 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 boom like that. So it kind of falls over. It may roll, it may tumble, or bounce, as we say. That's what the idea of tumble is in it. It almost has the feeling of like something hitting and then bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. So we're more likely to use tumble in these sort of situations. So let's take a look at an example here. That scooter driver hit into a car, flew off his bike, and tumbled to the ground. Oh, yeah, that's very terrible. Yeah, so if he hit him, you might see him fly in the air, and he usually just doesn't go straight down. He'll boom, 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 boom along the ground. So that would be more like tumble. We often say somebody might be tumbling. They're rolling. They're bouncing. We're more likely to use tumble in a situation like that. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. That typhoon knocked down a sign from the third floor, and it tumbled to the ground. Yeah, it probably didn't just fall straight flat. Maybe, it's not likely to fall exactly straight down. Probably hit the side, maybe bounced a couple of times as it landed on the ground, or bounced off something. Again, in this sort of situation, you are more likely to use tumble. Okay. Fall over is probably the most basic. To fall forward. Yeah, but the key word in fall over is fall forward. You fall straight ahead. You fall forward. All right. So to fall forward and down, or to fall from an upright position, straight up, upright position, to a flat one. Yeah, you just might fall over and boom, straight down on the ground. You fell over. All right, again, let's look at several examples. Steve tripped on a large rock and fell over. Yeah, he's probably walking and boom, he hit something straight down. He fell over. Jack leaned forward and fell over. Again, you're moving forward and you're falling straight down. I accidentally bumped that motorcycle and it fell over. Yeah, so you tapped it from one side and it just went straight from the upright position right to a flat position. So in that case, you would probably use fall over. Yeah, the motorcycle's not bouncing or tumbling or anything like that. Even though it got slightly hit, but it just kind of straight down. We say it fell over. So we often use fall over with like bicycles or scooters or things like that. They just kind of straight down. Okay, so we say to fall over. Topple. To stop being steady and fall, or to make something do this. Okay, that strong earthquake made that weak building start to sway. Yeah, when you sway is this sort of a movement from side to side like this. So made it sway, and eventually it toppled over. So the building was, slightly shaking. The building was going, whoa, 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 and then it finally gave way. It finally fell down. So that we're more likely to use topple in that sort of situation. It was unsteady for a period of time. Then it goes down. And the second example there is that bowling pin. Yeah, if anybody's ever gone bowling, you probably experienced this where, you just slightly tip a bowling ball and, it's kind of there. Sometimes you're even, if you're the one who's doing it, you want it to fall. You want another point. You're like, come on. And it's shaking and shaking. You don't want it to get steady and stand still. But if it starts to shake from side to side and boom, eventually it may fall. So that bowling pin shook from side to side and toppled over. So again, a lot has to do with the way something falls, which one of these four you're more likely to use in any particular situation. So again, collapse has more of a feeling of, straight downward or inward. We're more likely to use collapse. Tumble, again, if, something, got hit or pushed, and then it bounced a little bit, you would be more likely to use tumble. Fall over is, straightforward and down to a flat position. And topple, again, topple has to do with either swaying or shaking and then falling. So I hope that helps. I hope that clarifies it. Gives you a much better idea which one you're more likely to use in which situation. Thank you for your time.